Climbing is interestingly and oddly fun on road bikes. I don't know why. It's a fun workout when you kind of pace yourself and just get your lungs going and keep your legs moving. Not necessarily fast, but you keep going. What do you think it is, Sandy, that makes what makes climbing on a road bike fun?
What makes it fun climbing hills? Just riding with your mates and having a laugh on the way up, really. You know?
Well, you could do that going down the hill.
But you know, you get a reward at the top. You look about you and you're like, it's really humbling to be a little ant on a bike and amongst these epic valleys and mountains, you know? It puts in perspective of just how insignificant you are on a bike.
Our main product designer is a guy named Chris Cotsonas. He told me once he dreamed of climbing Alpe d'Huez for his 40th birthday. Chris is one of my favorite people. He spent years behind the scenes of the bike industry, working hard to make bikes better. Our teams travel around the world enjoying fun-filled riding trips on the bikes he's created, all the while he's at home working. I thought it was unfair that someone who loved bikes so much so rarely got to enjoy riding them. As his 40th birthday neared, the Fairdale team trip to climb Alpe d'Huez came together. We brought our team riders Leif Valin and Sandy Carson, and I was going to see if a non-roadie could hop on a bike and make it up these climbs. We'd all be riding the same bike, our good ship model that Chris himself had designed. He worked so hard to create that bike, agonizing over every detail down to the shape and thickness and butting of every single tube. He promised the bike would be good for climbing and descending. It better be, because Chris had made a list of the famous and grueling French Alps climbs that we would be riding up. With fearful anticipation, we all agreed to go along with him without really knowing what we were getting into. We booked a house in Le Bourg d'Auxonnes. This little town is like a base camp for cycling tourists from all over the world. Striking out from here in any direction will send you up some legendary route from a past Tour de France.
Well, we showed up into town. For whatever reason, there's a festival going on.
A big fun fair with a shooting range and like boxing games and like all these firefighters that were just doing a big slip and slide. And we were like, what the hell have we gotten into here, you know?
We don't really know what's going on, but we're kind of blown away by how it looks.
Just bicycle stuff everywhere you look, which is really refreshing to see.
Had a bite to eat. Cool little place with a bicycle hanging in the window. Doggy with a cone around its head got into some sort of mischief.
We had dinner there, and a parade started coming through.
We built the bikes up, we just wanted to make sure they worked. We walked out the front door, got on the bikes, went up a hill, and we're just blown away.
Instantly, it was big realization of how crazy this place is. Like windy roads, beautiful hills and mountains.
Just so unexpected to have that right out your door. I just couldn't believe it.
Is there something out screaming in the hallway every night? Rattling Did you hear it in the walls with the claws of a starving rat? Dragging the halls with the tin can trash and a baseball bat. If you hear it, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. It's probably gone before you realize you're much too late. And all the clattering footsteps you thought would dissipate traveled a long way down with angry eyes to wait. But don't bring it to life just to kill it again. Open the doors and let it in. Don't bring it to life just to kill it again. Is there something in the dark where the dark's only supposed to be? Screaming and kicking in the corners of the room where you can't see. Gather the fangs and the blood you lost to set it free. It's only love, don't act like it's a lunatic with a knife. And don't bring it to life just to kill it again. Open the doors and let it in. Don't bring it to life just to kill it again.
The last day of the trip was Chris's birthday. We staged at the official starting point for the Alpe d'Huez climb and staggered our starts. Sandy took off first. Leif went next, then me, and last was Chris.
There are other roads around that are more scenic and more peaceful, but there's so much history there. You know, that goes back to being in the tour in 1952, I think, and the first tour I saw with Alpe d'Huez, and it was 1989, and then from that point on, I mean, it's just been so critical to that race that when you're riding it, you can't help but think of all that's happened there. So it's awesome just for that.
The fast guys in the Tour de France will climb Alpe d'Huez in under 40 minutes. Chris, Sandy, Leif all put in respectable times near an hour. It took me closer to an hour and a half, but I made it without resting. By far the best part of the climb was that Chris's family was waiting for him at the top to congratulate him.
This is stuff that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. I never thought I would ever do it, and it's been amazing just to have this experience.
Why my bicycle? I want to ride my bicycle. 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 Mommy, I want. We are going to